Welcome to my name's Dayle, and this is Dayle's Downloads, where I take a current topic or issue or a request by you and I download about it for under 10 minutes. Well, if you had noticed, the thumbnail might look very similar in styling to our dear friend Shabazz, who loves to take the mickey out of our luxury community, as well as people that generally spend money on frivolous and stupid things. And he calls those who can't do that, just like himself, Povo. Well, Shabazz, I'm feeling you. I'm really feeling you. I guess this...
I don't know who needs to hear this today, but don't be born poor. Be born with generational wealth. Be born better.
This video comes from watching Connor's recent video on how Fendi broke his heart, which I encouraged him to make. You're welcome, Connor. And also some commentary in the comments on that video, and also a video I recently watched where Vivienne Connolly reacted to a video about luxury shopping. And I guess all of these ideas are floating around in my head, and what I wanted to discuss with you today, or download with you today, is how luxury is making those of us who never considered price, who never considered if an item was actually worth it, to reconsider that now. And I want to know if I'm the only one doing this, or if you're doing it too. Now, let's take Connor's point, for example. When the Fendi Men's Spring Summer 24 show walked the runway, I sent him a picture of this gorgeous Fendi baguette. The men's baguette soft trunks are going to be released in a gorgeous wicker. It turns out that that wicker is a collaboration with a Japanese architect who's known for sustainable materials. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. I'll put it in the description box below. But apparently that combination of materials and the collab makes that very small wicker trunk 10,500 Australian dollars. Now, when he sent me that information, Connor sent me that information, I had a conniption. I was like, how the hell? I thought maybe 6,000, like maybe, which would be double the price of what a normal one is. Even the denim jacquard ones that are currently out are not that much. And there's a lot more detail in those than the leather embossed ones. And I literally found myself going, this happened just after Pharrell launched the Louis Vuitton leather speedies that are going for around 10,000 euro. 10,000 euro. Yes, it's leather, but who cares? It's lots of leather bags. And the $1 million speedy, which is made of crocodile and has diamonds and real gold. And I'm thinking, is the house of Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy, are they trying to recalibrate who can buy luxury? Because I'm feeling like a bit of a povo at the moment. I spent 8,600 Australian dollars on this bag, and Connor mentioned this in his video. This bag is at least twice as big as the baguette that he is buying. It has loomed details. If you watch the Savoir Faire videos and you believe that what they show you in those videos is actually how they make the bags, it has a loomed oblique printed sack on the inside. It has gorgeous hardware, and it has a loomed guitar strap. One moment. Here it is. I can't be bothered to get it off the hook. $8,600? And his bag that he wanted was going to be $10,500? Now, that's just not worth it. Now, when I buy wicker, raffia, straw bags, of which I love, and I buy a lot, sometimes I get people saying to me, Dayle, I can't justify spending that much money on a wicker, raffia, straw bag because I don't see the value in it compared to a leather piece. Well, hello, this is hand woven. A piece of leather, yes, it's, you know, let's not talk about the process of how that leather got to be on the beast, but let's just say it's grown by the human element of choosing that leather. Is a craft, yes, and tanning the leather and dyeing the leather and all of those things. But I think in terms of workmanship, you kind of can't really compare the two. I don't think you can justify and tan a leather stain, as Viv said in her video, leather stein, you know who I'm talking about. He's even said, Hermes bags, yes, the leather is great, but it's not worth that price. None of them are worth that price. But to now charge this kind of money for a bag that is not that special, it's starting to send a message, along with Pharrell's recent collection, that maybe those of us who buy luxury now might not be buying as much luxury in the future. Maybe we're not the target demographic anymore. Another bag that came up recently that was ridiculously overpriced, I was talking about it with Meredith and Connor, was the new Louis Vuitton twist bags. I mean, this is getting absolutely ridiculous. These bags should be in the everyday range, I call it, for luxury handbags. So somewhere between 2,500 and kind of 5,000 Australian dollars. Like that's a space where most bags used to fall into only a year or so ago. And obviously you'd have your outliers where you'd have your special and limited editions, but now it's getting harder and harder to find bags in that price range. And I'm starting to feel like Shabazz. And I think I'm going to be wearing this hoodie for a little bit longer. I know Lisa from Luxury and Life in the Middle was absolutely gobsmacked at how much the MTOs were going to cost when she went to World of Fendi with Jamie from Luxe Petite. They were able to do a made to order with Fendi, which is what I did when I made my little baguette trunk here. Now, I did give some insight about how much to expect those bags to cost. And I've had a few of you reach out to me and say, I've been invited, but I'm really anxious about what they're going to cost. And here's the challenge, just to give you some insight around what an MTO does to a price range. When I was designing my MTO, I designed a Fendi mink baguette. It was a blush pink with matching ostrich leather trim details and a Swarovski clasp. That same season, Fendi released this blush pink mink Fendi First. This bag, $8,000, a lot of money, yes, but absolutely extraordinary. Guess how much the MTO pink mink was going to cost? $25,000. $25,000. So I think the moral to this story is none of it's worth it unless we say it's worth it. And the power is with us to walk away if we think it's ridiculous, or be informed and savvy and make smart choices. I am not going to fall for things like pre-ordering anymore. I have been caught way too many times in terms of pre-ordering pieces that were supposed to be exclusive, and then they just turn up in boutique or they're readily available overseas. For example, 2 of these came to Australia, apparently. They sold and then more came. And you guys told me that this was readily available on websites overseas. This one, limited US release, opened for pre-order for limited people last June in the UK. I put 100% deposit down and received it 6 months later with problems, which made me think it wasn't made specifically for me, because any made to order or pre-order that's made on a limited supply for a limited number of people, and to have problems made me really question whether or not it was limited. Also, the fact that 2 of my friends pre-ordered this because I shared my contact with them, and theirs had security tags inside. Now, if it's a pre-order, if it's made specifically for you, why would it have security tags inside of it? Now it's available for you to pre-order because, and just like that, season 2's out, so everyone can have one. And don't even get me started on this exclusive bag that was released in 2020 when I got mine, and then re-released for pre-order, and then re-released for pre-order, and re-released for pre-order. And the other week I even saw one in the boutique that was just being handed around like, hey, do you want to buy this bag? So, you know, I'm not saying that people shouldn't be able to go and purchase these pieces if they really love them. I know how much joy this brings me. I can imagine how much joy it will bring somebody who really wants it as well. But what I am saying is they're not exclusive. I've gone over my 10 minutes, but I don't care. I'm mid-rant. I'm going to keep going. They're not exclusive. They bring them back out to suck you back in. And that is just dirty politics. It's dirty play. None of them are exclusive. You've never missed out. They will come back. It's just a matter of time. And I think urgency is our worst enemy when it comes to purchasing these things. And FOMO, well, that's just a totally another video. So I'm putting it out to the universe right now. There's a pink Galusha petite peekaboo that is going to come in the fall winter drop, and I want one, but I'm not going to pre-order it. So let's see if I can find one. Anyway, I'm going to end the video on that note. Tell me, how are you feeling about luxury prices at the moment? Do you think they've just gone crazy? Are they berserk? What do you think about so-called exclusivity of high demand, low supply pieces? And have you too been guilty of falling for the dirty tricks of luxury houses? I'd love to know in the comment section down below. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you've got a suggestion for Dayle downloads, pop it in the comments box as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to see you back. I put these out once a week. Until the next one, ciao.